As I've been reading through the New Testament and the book of Acts, I've been impressed again with how Jesus showed compassion to all kinds of people. Rich people, poor people, crazy people. And then again, as we read through the book of Acts, I kept reading about how Peter and Paul kept reaching out to Gentiles, people that were really unpopular. And it reminded me of a song I wrote several years ago, and it came out of an experience I had while I was working at the Midtown Home Depot. It's an inner city store, and one day this lady came in. She was just screaming and ranting and raving about how she wanted Brian, and so much so that they had to remove her. Security came and took her away. And my friend Brian, he worked in the lumber department. He was a little strange, didn't really shave ever. Kind of impressed me as the type of guy, maybe smoked some dope in his day, just real chill, laid back, not your stereotypical Christian. And as I got to know him, I realized that he was really a dedicated follower of Christ, and that he went to Mass every Sunday and wanted to talk to me about what the priest had said on Sunday in his sermon. And I realized that he really loved Jesus just like me. And I asked him, I said, Brian, why was that lady screaming your name? He said, well, that's my friend. It's the kind of people I hang out with. And I thought, I bet if Jesus lived in Midtown Kansas City, he would hang out with people like him. And so I wrote this song about that experience. Crazy homeless lady came yelling my friend's name today. Security came and took her away. I was surprised to find some friend of mine would have a friend like her. What I'm trying to say in some silly, funny way, you've got something inside, I call it grace. You've got some of God smiling on your face. God's grace in your face. I was driving down the highway when my car decided not to go anymore. Rescue me from the side of the road. I don't know what that bell thing is, but thanks for fixing it. What I'm trying to say in some silly, funny way, you've got something inside, I call it grace. You've got some of God smiling on your face. God's grace in your face. This is His body and His blood that was broken and spilled for you. Hungry for the bread and the wine. Teach us how to love so we don't have to hurt anymore. What I'm trying to say in some silly, funny way, we need something inside, I call it grace. We need some of God smiling on our face. God's grace all over the place, in your face.